I gotta say, middle school was like the worst time. Like out of all of my time in school, the only like middle school and then like maybe sophomore year, but like middle school fucking stunk. When you look back on it, like there's just so much cringe, bro. Oh, it gets so bad. It gets.
I'm gonna say, I think my first grade for me was the fucking worst school year ever.
First grade?
First grade? What the fuck happened?
I was getting bullied for real. I was a real bitch. I won't lie. I was a real bitch. But I didn't start like, kind of being a bully until third grade. And then that's when after that's when my teacher started being like, yeah, I know your mom. I'll speed dial her ass. And I was just like, all right, fuck, now I gotta chill out. I was still ready to fight motherfuckers.
Bullying you in first grade?
Man, them motherfuckers was assholes, man. But look, to this day, man, I'm still on the lookout for their ass. I don't give a fuck. If I run into them, I'm beating their ass. I remember everybody. I remember everybody.
It's gonna be a guy, he's like in a wheelchair, he's got like a machine.
You getting your shit rocked, boy. I remember everybody. It was only like 2 dudes. But I remember, oh man, getting their shit knocked out.
That's crazy.
Damn, you guys got any like crazy stories as a kid? Cause I was tripping. I was low key tripping as a little gap, bro.
I got one that's kind of fucked up.
Oh, I got one that's kind of fucked up too.
So,
yeah, I'm kind of worried because mine's on like borderline. Like, is it funny fucked up or is it like?
Bro, me too. All right, we all gonna go, bro.
We'll edit it out if it's some really wild shit.
Yeah.
So, first grade, right? And
Spiders in first grade.
Mine's a middle school story.
First grade, right? So, I got this girlfriend named Sky, right? Apparently, I love this girl.
Apparently,
I'm like, okay, so during recess, you can only play with me, right? Because that just makes sense, right?
Yeah,
right? Makes sense.
Kids shit,
you know.
Understand.
So everything's fine. I don't know. It's like a week or two later. I miss a day of school, and then I come back, and instead of like hanging out with me, she's hanging out with this other nigga, right? On recess, in front of me.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
First
I'm gonna
heartbreak.
kill you, and I'm gonna kill you.
You gotta edit this one out.
Well, no, he's a kid. It's fine.
I was not thinking this. I had my heart broke before. Hell
It
no.
ain't even done yet, bro. The next day, bro, I bring a big ass knife to school.
Dude. No fucking way.
I'll call my mama right now, bro.
You
I'm
are
right
confessing
now, bro.
to a lot of crimes. Yeah, this is insane.
I'll call my mama right now. Oh my
I did not
god.
expect.
I bring this big ass knife to school, right?
Yeah.
And I pull it out my book bag, right? And I was like, I told you I was gonna kill you. And then one of the older graders saw me and they like grabbed my ass. And then they take me to the principal office, right? And they're like blah 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 blah. And they're like, why are you doing it? And did you plan on hurting that boy? And then I remember my exact explanation was, I wasn't really gonna kill him. I was just gonna stab him.
I'm surprised they ain't put your ass in a psych ward.
Yeah, that's.
I wasn't really gonna kill him. I was just gonna stab him just a little bit. I swear to God, I was just gonna stab him a little bit. Why they call my folks, dog, and they call my folks. They sitting there, they listening, right? They like looking at me, right? Like I'm crazy. They looking at me, right? And I remember like it was yesterday. The drive home was silent, dead silent, bro. I get in the house, right? Everything cool, right? I go in my room. They ain't saying nothing, right? Next thing I know, bro, my pops, he like turn around. I turn around to see him.
Golly, boy. You brought a knife to school. Nigga, what you thought?
Oh shit! Oh, I was fucked up. I got another one, but I'm gonna let y'all go.
Mandela, go ahead. Go ahead, Mandela.
There was this kid in first grade, and I think he might have been not special ed, but he was kind of a little slow. I think I remember, and we was like kind of doing this it was like tag basically. Yeah, we was playing tag, and he got my ass. So I was like, damn, I gotta catch him lacking now, because I was not fast. So anyway, he just walked the place we had recess, it was on it was like field, the playground, and then it kind of had like this little small uphill, like really, really small, like literally trying to take like 2 steps to get up it, but it was still, a hill basically.
It was an incline.
Right.
Incline. So I go up behind him. He just enjoying himself,
Chilling.
right, singing a song. I go up behind him and I push him. I didn't think it was gonna go that crazy, but he gets up screaming. His mouth is full of blood, just full of fucking blood. And this is one of the niggas I was talking about gonna fight. Tall, bald head, ugly dude. He always snitched, 24/7 snitched. I'm telling. First thing he's come out of his fucking mouth soon something. I'm telling. He popped up out of nowhere, fucking nowhere. He like looking at me. I'm telling, and I'm like, nigga. Do I deal with the bloody nigga or the nigga snitching? Because I'm finna go knock his ass out. I'm gonna do something about him. But he's just sitting here screaming, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't remember what happened after that. But it's just like, bro, I didn't mean to push him as in like to kill his ass.
Wait, hold on. Yours is worse, nigga. You actually hurt somebody, bro.
You was willing to stab a motherfucker.
Yeah, hold on, because the intention there was I'm playing tag. The intention there was I want to kill
I didn't
someone.
know my strength. I didn't know. I just fucking pushed him real quick. It was just like a little tap, like shit.
You drew blood
was,
though.
You was willing to draw more. You was gonna draw even more. No, because motherfucker, you brought a knife for a first grader. Get your ass some help, man. I go back in the past to fix that. Now.
We did try to. Okay, we're gonna get to my fucked up past in a bit. Let's go with your story.
I still remember what you did. I remember what you did with that dog.
I was just about to tell you. I was just about to tell them that. You know about the dog, right?
I don't think I do.
He told us, but you probably don't. I'm like the only one that remembers.
I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead, Tobias.
My story is probably not funny. My story is probably just sad. So you go ahead, Zach. You go ahead.
Really? Okay.
Mine's probably just mean, honestly. So go ahead.
So now this happened. I don't know what grade I was. I think I'm middle school, right? I'm at my auntie house. I have this dog, right? Princess. Love that dog, right? So my auntie's like, hey, go walk your dog. She clawing. She got to go pee. Right? So me and my little cousin, we shut up, Mom.
This is so bad.
Shut up. Me and my little cousin, right? You have to remember this. Me and my little cousin, we go outside, we start walking the dog. Okay. A dog sitter with 3 big ass dogs start walking past our street. Okay. Right?
Okay.
And they see my tiny little dog, Princess. And they start barking.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop. They start like pulling at the leash. The bitch lets the leash go. It slips out her hands. It's starting to come back to you.
A little bit.
Starting to come back to you. Yeah.
It's already back to me.
So I'm running. Right? I'm running. And I'm running away from my fucking house because the bitch let the leash go right in front of my fucking yard. Right? I'm running. And I'm stop. And I'm like, all right, go. Because I'm trying to push my little cousin. She's like, what if I'm like, move. And I push her and she run. The dog staring right at me and Princess. Because I picked Princess up. And I start running, right? Trying to run to the house. I'm trying to. But I feel something. I don't know, bro. I feel something. And I feel like I feel it in my bones that they right there. They right there. So you know what I do? I grab my dog. I'm running.
I do remember this.
And all I hear is.
See what I'm saying, man? This nigga Zach is terrible. Oh my god, bro.
Wait. I got tested for sociopathy. I got tested for sociopathy.
I need some shit, bro.
And I got tested to see if I was a sociopath.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what it is. You know what it is. We got you.
That's where we're gonna end it off there.
To be fair, right? If I was in that situation as a young kid, like I probably would have been like, they're going after the dog, not me. Like realistic. Like,
man,
that would be a last resort. That'd be like I had to already be like, nipping at me, because like if it was my dog Sasha, I probably would like just about tooth and nail fight for that fucking dog. But like, you know, as a kid.
I was a kid.
Yeah, as a kid.
I was a kid. My auntie come out, right? The fucking bitch finally gets the dogs under control after they ate my puppy. And like my auntie come out, she's like, oh my God, what happened? And I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. So I tell her what happened.
Why do you have dogs like that?
And I remember she's looking at me like weird, right? Because I tell her exactly what happened. I didn't see what was wrong with it at the time. Because I was like, I saved yo. She I don't know. She said something, and it made me mad, right? Because she was angry at me, justifiably, and I was like, yo, what's the problem? I saved your daughter, bro. Like what? What the fuck am I getting all this attitude for? And I didn't realize until like afterwards, after it was explained to me. What happened?
I will say that fucking dog sitter should have got Millie rocked for that though. How you just gonna let the dogs go?
She
Right.
just walked away with the dogs. Dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know if she said sorry, bro. She was just gone.
If
That shit's insane.
you gotta treat her how Mandela treats the fucking first grade kids. Like if you
First
see
grade
her, that's
boys.
immediate. Like
Oh shit! I wonder what's happened to her.
I hope something horrible. to be honest.
I do wonder about shit like that. People you fucking met one day, you just like wonder what the fuck they're doing.
What they doing in their life?
To be honest.
There's one guy I think about. This guy every day, dude. It was when I went to my second time going to Indianapolis to live with my sister. My phone broke literally, like right before getting on. I had to take the Greyhound, so my phone broke literally right before I got on the Greyhound. Like literally 5 minutes. So I had to hurry up. I had my other sister. I had to call her, call my mom, call my sister, get everybody's numbers written down and shit. Got on the Greyhound, and it was a fucking terrible experience because it was just next to the sleeping dude. He was fucking close as hell to me. There was a guy that walked past these dudes talking behind us. I guess he wanted to fight them or some shit. Something crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And it was obviously a stressful time because I was also starting a new job. And they had already called me. It was like, okay, everything's already set up. So since you're going to be out here this week, we'll start you next week. But they still needed like something signed type shit. So my phone broke, can't do too much. Fucking get to the bus station in Indianapolis. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like thinking about everything I got to do. And this random dude, he's just like, everything will be okay, man. And he's like, I can see, looks like you got a lot on your mind. Everything will work out though. And I was just like, wow, what the fuck? This random ass dude just gave me that, like, random ass information. I think about that every day because I did have a lot of shit on my mind. And that was a terrible, terrible fucking summer. That summer was ass. It's one of my worst summer I've ever had. But it doesn't matter. Just that dude though, that was pretty cool ass moment.
That was nice.
Like, where you at nowadays? Hopefully he's good.
Right? Like, damn, bro. He probably wouldn't even remember me. Like, that shit was crazy. I think about that.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to ask because you never told your story.
Well, I'll get back to you.
Okay.
That also makes me wonder. I wonder how many people I've affected like that,
Right.
and that think about me, where it's like, because it might be something that I said one off. Like that guy might not even think about that. He might not remember.
Right, that's what I think about.
So
like, he
like,
probably don't even remember my ass.
like I wonder if I said something nice to someone and I don't think about
You
it,
don't
but to
even
them
remember.
they're like, I wonder how he's doing.
You know
'Cause
something I always wanted to do? I wanted to pass a note to somebody that just said
This
something.
is something nice on it.
Yeah, and then just like they kind of just be like, damn, there's this random ass dude.
I needed that
Fucking-
today.
Yeah.
I
And
wanna-
then my ass, I was just doing some random bullshit. Like, I ain't think nothing of it.
I want to do that. Find like two friends on a bench and write one really nice thing and one really awful thing, and just hand it to both of them at random, just to see like how they react to it.
That'd be fun.
Jesus Christ.
Are you sure you want me? You sure you want me to tell my story? Like
I
it's like objectively like not funny. It's just sad. It's just sad and mean.
I mean, are you the one being mean?
Yes, I
Then
am. I am.
do want to hear this.
Honestly, I should probably be tested for sociopathy. Don't put that
Tobias
in.
got some funny ass stories. I remember like two that I love. I love.
Tobias,
hearing.
hey,
But,
yo, his history, bro. Is it middle school years for you two?
I think it is.
Middle
I
school
think
Tobias
I think
is
I think
wild.
one is high school.
Wait, what story?
Middle school Tobias is wild, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna like short story. One of them was when Tobias was on the bus and this guy was asking him if his favorite rapper was somebody, but the whole time it wasn't a fucking rapper. It was a artist. It was an actor. And so Tobias was trying to shut him up. It was just tell him like, yeah, he's my favorite. The whole time it was a fucking actor.
Oh,
and then the second
no.
time is when Tobias was like. He said he's just doing his work or whatever. The fuck, and some girl yelled at him. Was like, "Damn, why the fuck you just writing so loud?" top 2 fucking stories, bro.
Well, you gotta remember
That
the most
shit was
embarrassing ones, bro.
hilarious.
Shit,
Those
bro.
are the funniest fucking stories.
When I think of peak Tobias, I think of back when he was dating, damn, what the fuck is his name?
Micah.
Oh,
The story is about Micah, actually.
Wait, you were dating Michael?
Micah.
You don't know about that?
You don't know about the yeah.
No.
Okay. I'll run it back.
Like dating?
So let me run it back.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go kill you.
Let me run it back.
When was this? Because I didn't really know Mike until like 11th
Middle
grade.
school.
Oh,
middle
okay.
school.
Well, never mind that.
So back in middle school,
Oh shit.
I met Micah. I don't even remember like who I met Micah through, right?
Micah's a funny ass nigga.
My
bro.
good. Higginbotham is an upstanding gent.
And
That's a funny nigga, bro.
and I found out dude was gay. Now he was, I think, the first gay.
Openly.
Yeah, at least like in school. Maybe I knew like someone else, but I met him and I had all these questions. And I kept talking about him, but I think he kind of very clearly like kind of thought I was taking interest, right? In the fact that well, I was taking interest, but not that kind of interest at first. But then it was a curiosity thing where I was like, okay.
This just started a whole new topic, Mike. Go ahead, my bad.
I'm sorry. I was just like, I think I'm gonna try this. So I dated the guy, and to be honest, I didn't like it. Right? Like
How else would you find out? You gotta think about it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I feel bad looking back on it because I was like horribly mean to him.
Oh my god, you treated him like trash.
Because, and I'm sorry if Micah ever sees this, because I still talk to him sometimes. Because like the thing is, he's not a bad guy by any means.
Upstanding.
But I was just very frustrated in the fact that I was like, I'm dating some dude, and I'm not even attracted to guys. So in my
That was your thinking. Like, think about it. I've never had this happen before.
I was like, maybe I am. I try it, and at first I was like, this could work, and then like
Damn.
I felt the degradation of me being like, this does not work. Like I don't enjoy this. And in my head, this was like 2-3 weeks. I asked Zach, I was like, yeah, how long did Mike and I date? He goes, 6 months. And I go, ain't no way, 6 months? Fuck you mean 6 months?
Bro, no.
Half a year? I swear that shit didn't last a month. Like it did not feel like. I need to ask. I'm sending him a text right now. See how long he thinks we dated for.
That is hilarious.
Hey, bro. So one day we all in the classroom, right? And I think it's me, him. I think what's that white dude name?
That's very big.
I'm sorry, Paul or something.
Oh, I love Paul.
And I think it was like Chris or Ethan, right? We're all in class, right? And I think was there too. And there somehow it gets brought up because they're still dating at this point. Somehow it gets brought up, right? We're like, it's like he was like, how did so Tobias, how do you feel about it? And then he was like, he cool, I guess. We were like, hey, your boyfriend? And he was like, unfortunately.
See, okay, I think a part of why I was so mean to him is because I was getting people who were like constantly like being dickheads about it.
I was the only one. I'm sorry.
No, you were pretty good about it, but there were
cool.
some people who they're just like being blatantly homophobic about it, and that's why I tried to like kind of skirt around it and be like, no, like not really, right? Like, so that was part of why. I bet maybe if I had tried
That's
it,
crazy. Kids are really homophobic.
It's
We
true.
had some
It's
homophobic
true.
ass kids in my middle school.
like maybe if I had tried it later down the line, it would have been a different story, or at the very least I wouldn't have been so mean to him. But I think that had a huge part in why. But I used to be doing that shit all the time, man. Like I would be so abhorrent to this poor
Bro,
guy.
and he liked you too. He
All right.
liked you.
Okay. Realistically, I should ask him for permission if I tell this story, but I'm not going to. But I can just censor his name out or something.
Ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Okay, so in middle school, I was very self-deprecating. I was pretty self-deprecating for most of first half of high school too, right? And I would always make like these suicide jokes. I'd be like, "Oh, I would kill myself," right? So on and so forth. And obviously, if you hear your partner say they're gonna kill themselves, you don't like to hear
honey,
that,
yeah.
right? So he was constantly like, having to be on the other end of that of me doing that kind of shit.
Middle school was not good for you, was it? Yeah.
No, and I was not good for others in middle school, realistically. So one day, I'm like on the bus home, and I'm like making jokes about killing myself or something, and I get home, and I'm like, I'm tired. I need to take a nap. And before I do take this nap, I made a horrendous mistake. I send Micah a text. I take a picture of like Benadryl or something. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to down this whole bottle. And then I went to sleep. And so bro freaked the fuck out because he was like, dude's not responding. So I wake up to like my mom being like, hey, there's police outside. I was like, excuse me? And they were like, did you tell someone you're gonna kill yourself? And I was like, wait, what? And so these guys walk in and they're like, hey man, you all right? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, your friend told us you were gonna kill yourself. And I was like, no. And also, the thing that makes it worse is my mom, my grandpa to this day don't know I ever dated a guy. So I had to skirt around the fact that I was dating a guy. So I was just like, yeah, I don't know where you got that impression.
So first off, you just woke up off of fucking Benadryl. Second off, you gotta fucking lie and be like, yeah, I'm not killing myself. It's just like some weird jokes. And you can't tell them that because they not gonna take it as a joke. And then you gotta be like, yeah, I'm also dating a guy, but I'm not dating a guy.
And to make matters worse, not just did the police show up, you remember the gym teacher at the middle school? She is dude's godmother. And she showed up at my house because school records tell addresses and stuff. And she's like, Michael told me what happened, and like telling me all this stuff, and she's like, if you want, and I wasn't gonna tell her like it was a joke because I was like, that's so bad taste. So she was like, if you want, I know you're suicidal, please come to my office and we can talk about this, right? I can like just like a therapy thing. And I was like, okay, Mrs. What the fuck are your name is? I forgot. And then I text Micah and I'm like, you fucking pussy. I was being so mean to him. Like, genuinely, if you go in the comments and you call me a horrible person, I do not blame you. I was a horrible person.
Bro, this episode gotta go.
Yes, this was the story. And so, and then, so then for the rest of that year, luckily it was 8th grade, I think. So then for the rest of that year, though, you know how the school had like the 3 hallways that people would leave out of at the end of the day? Well, I usually always left at the one that was right next to her fucking classroom. So every day for like 3 months before school ended, I had to walk past her ass, her just looking at me, like waiting for me to go in and talk to her one day. And I was just like, no. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
But hey, we are on good terms now. He is a great guy.
Great guy.
Like, he is such a nice guy.
Insane.
But like,
is a doll in every way.
Like that is...
Fuck.
Ooh, yeah, see, I told you it's mostly just mean. It is wholly mean spirited.
That's crazy.
I've never heard no shit like that.
Bro, you wild.
I was wild. I was in fact
wild. All right.
Damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I know.
That's insane.
Oh shit. How different are you from like your middle school and high school days?
Absolutely. I'm a whole, at least from middle school especially, whole different person.
I used to have anger issues as a child.
Definitely me.
And so, bro, you can ask this man, like, I used to get in so many fights.
Bro used to be in like tournaments the way.
Bro, I used to be in so many fights, bro. Like there used to. I think there was one point where like, I don't know, somebody just said something. He was, oh my gosh. I think all he said was, "Ain't you the nigga that like be hitting people, or like ain't you the nigga that like can't control his anger or some shit?" And I don't know why that pissed me off.
He proved him right.
He didn't need to do much.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if middle school me walked up, yeah, it's true.
You did exactly what he hoped you would do. Yeah. Like, you fell easily into his plans. He had an entire ass plan set up, and you just fucked it all up by just simply instantly falling for it. He said, all right, fuck plan step 2, 3, 4. He got your ass all in step 10
immediately
within seconds of meeting you.
Shit.
If I ever met like middle school me, I would definitely like slap the fuck out of him. I feel like because middle school me was just such a piece of shit.
I was a dickhead, but I think I'd be all right. I wouldn't beat the shit out of myself.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do too much.
I feel like I wasn't the type, because I wasn't a bully, but I feel like at the same time I don't feel like I was great either. Then again, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I didn't really see nobody getting too bullied.
Oh man, we used to bully motherfuckers second grade. It was terrible. Man, I remember there was one time I didn't even hang around these people. Like I hated these people, but one of my friends was hanging with them, so it was kind of a mutual thing. Where it's like we're like 4 deep, and it's just this one girl. We got her like not really cornered, but cornered, and they just taking turns going off on her ass, baking the shit out of her. Bro. I was just like, I didn't say nothing because I wasn't really into that type of shit, but I didn't do nothing to stop it though, so I'm still an asshole. Let that be known. But it's like they were just fucking back to back, beating the shit out of her with these fucking insults, and I was just like, man, we are dickheads. Like,
Yeah.
Kids are assholes, man.
Kids are evil.
This
dog.
This is back. My bad.
No, you're
back,
good. You're good.
Back until when I was saying kids are homophobic, we like fucking banished this girl because there were rumors that she was gay. Like, dude, it's just like nobody fucked with her. Everybody treated her like an asshole just because somebody was like, "Oh yeah, she's gay." Like, what the? I didn't even know what a lesbian was.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It didn't take much either. All it took was like, yeah, she's this. We not talking to her. You won't ask no questions. You just like,
I was cool
we
with
not.
everybody still because of what the fuck.
We not talking to her, and then we just don't.
It was some Salem witch trials shit.
Yeah.
Just for real, like
how quickly motherfuckers would do that just because. That's crazy.
This
but
is-
it's meaning we're kids.
Yeah, we just can't.
But it's also like you can't use that as an excuse. 'Cause you don't know what.
For being a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
as long as you can, reconcile that and like if you've changed as a person, that's good. Like if you're still now being a homophobe.
If you're still now being a
If
piece of
somebody
shit.
came up to me and was like, Mangella, man, used to bully me in fucking, I don't know, second, third, whatever the fuck grade, I would be like, all right, so what you want to do about it? Because I'm like, I know. You're not here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You either here to try to fight me or you're here to, like, try to get some type of closure. And honestly, bro, whatever you're here for, I'm going to let it happen. I ain't gonna let you beat my ass. Just like lay it down.
Yeah.
Because you know what, man? I fucked with some people back in my day, and I wouldn't be upset if somebody was really plotting on my fucking downfall.
Damn.
I wouldn't. No, I didn't. I wouldn't say I wasn't that crazy, but I did have. I was an asshole.
I was a villain.
I was an asshole.
I was.
I wasn't this thing.
I was evil. All right. I can guarantee. Like, I would be surprised
bro.
if there's not some Justice League ass group being like, we want to kill this nigga. Like, I was
This
horrible.
was wild,
Like-
bro. I don't know how deep, cause I don't want to like do an expose, right? But like, this nigga was bro. This nigga was wild, bro. This nigga was wild.
I will say though, like, obviously it
shit,
might not mean much coming from me, but I don't think I'm like that anymore. Like, how I imagine my kind of character development. This has kind of been the character development episode where people realize that we're not perfect. Well, I don't think anyone thought that, but, you get that with creators.
Right, but,
Shut your ass up. So, in, like, elementary school, it was, like, I was, like, the plotting, like, mastermind. I somehow always managed to, like, make a group of friends and be like, all right, we run shit now. like, I know in third grade I had, like, Leon and, like 3 other, like there was this one time where I walked up to this guy, I just did not like him for some reason in third grade, and I was just like, I pushed him and I was like, I fucking hate you, right? Like I was like, I don't know what your deal is, I don't like you, and so he pushed me, or he like punched me or something, and it knocked the fucking wind out of me, and I was like, oh, I look at my friends, get his ass, they all start beating the fuck out of this nigga.
bully, bro.
And then
This motherfucker had his whole fucking clique.
and then
That's
in
crazy.
4th grade, we had the guys you know now. I had Jontez, Chris, Draven, kind of Caden. Like I had and Stanley. Like I had this whole group of friends, and it was kind of like a battle between me and Chris as to who was like the de facto leader. But like oftentimes one of us was like sicking the others on somebody, and there was this one instance.
That sound like Chris. That nigga a villain too.
There was this one instance where there was a war, like a battle between the 4th graders and 5th graders, and it was just like, if you've ever been to hills, there's an actual hill leading up on the school. It was like some World War II, like the Battle of Hills, like everyone just fighting. Even Jontez, you know Jontez. Jontez is so meek and sweet. Bro had a kid in a headlock choking this nigga
I
out.
would've
Ain't
said-
no
Like,
way.
it was fucking wild. And then we get to middle school, the plotting was over. I was just mean. Like I just did not like people. Then we get to high school, I went from like arrogant freshman year to like depressed sophomore year to like glow up junior year, and then I was just chill ever since.
Oh my fucking god,
My
bro.
second grade was insane, man.
Bro.
I hate when he brought up the brawl. We had a fucking brawl, and I don't know why the teachers let it go. Like, we was just, the whole second grade was just fighting. Like, even the uncool kids was fighting with the cool kids. I remember I seen one girl, somebody grabbed her shoulders, and they just, like, put their leg under her, fucking dropped like a fucking pancake. We was out there brawling, man, and I don't know what the fuck teachers were doing. But another time, I remember I had one class president for second grade, and I don't know how the fuck I won. But anyway, the vote came, and what they had, it was like 3 of us in the group, and they drew like who they wanted to be the president. I don't know how I convinced my other 2 partners for me to be the president, but whatever. So, yeah, they drew me, and my picture had a fat ass picture hanging up on the wall and shit. And we already got voted in. Like, oh my Jola, he's the president. He won. And this kid, and I come into the classroom the next day, and this kid talks to me. I don't know what he said. He didn't say nothing crazy. I just looked at him and I said, "Shut up, I'm class president." And I was like, and the 2 dudes who I was with, who voted, who got me, you know, my team, whatever. I was like, "Take this nigga pencils," and they. You
turned to a dictator, nigga.
That was some mafia shit.
I got a sense of power, and I fucked it all up.
Take the nigga's pencils.
Do you know why? Like, just being that young, just somehow you were just chaotic.
Because nobody tells you that
Bro.
you don't have that power.
Okay, so this is back when I still lived in Chicago, right? So, I don't know what was going on. There was just a big war at recess, right? And it was like boys versus girls.
Oh god.
And I didn't know what was happening at first. So I was following my cousin who, you know, went to school with me, right? And then so all these girls like started gathering around, right? And there's like belts and shit and branches, right? I'm still walking with it because I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I pick up a stick too. Bro.
Join the madness.
Bro, so all of a sudden we meet up. And like there's a whole group of boys. And there's my god brother right there, right? And he's like, "Hey yo, you with them?" And I looked between the two, and I was like, "Hell no!" And I slapped the fuck out of my cousin in the face with a stick.
You were insane.
I like how we have all had like. Is it just like a yearly tradition that there's gonna be like a war at recess? Like,
Cause I don't even know how the fuck my shit started. Like, to this day, I don't understand. I just remember, like literally to this day, if I try to remember as much as I can, I just remember being in the middle, cause we had like this big ass sand patch, cause we used to live, our school was right by the beach. So we had this big ass sand patch. I remember it's just sand and dirt everywhere, all in the air. I was standing in the middle of the fucking battlefield, just like what the fuck? Just like, it literally looked like a real war battlefield. Like I got PTSD and I'm just like looking around. It's debris flying everywhere. Kids fucking ha 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 ha, boom, fucking dropping like flies and shit.
Can someone please make a Call of Duty style game with campaigns about each of our wars?
Like,
Oh
Fucking
shit!
insane.
Oh shit!
I know how mine started because I had this neighbor named Dylan. Dylan was a dickhead. Like just like like here's the thing. In elementary school, I was a dickhead at school, but at home I was a hero because I would like help all the neighborhood kids. From Dylan. Dylan was just purely evil. Like if a little kid didn't listen to him, he'd beat the shit out of him. His own sister. So it was like this whole thing where I would constantly have to beat up Dylan. And
Fuck Dylan.
And like I remember like at school or something, Dylan was with his friends, and they obviously didn't like me because I didn't like him. And then my friends came, and we were just like, well, shut your ass up. Like you guys are 4th graders, whatever. Like you guys don't matter. And then they were like, what you mean? So like it just kept growing, where it was like more and more 4th graders and more 5th graders. And it was just like, no, we started going crazy, beating the shit out of each other. 5th graders won, obviously, but like it was crazy.
Damn,
I
bro.
remember we had a fucking rubber band war.
Oh,
I want to say 7th grade,
God, that sounds
7th or 8th grade. It went fucking crazy. It got to the point where you would get suspended if you were caught with fucking rubber bands.
Damn.
So at first it was the rubber bands, you go to shoot them, like that, put them like a gun.
Yeah.
Just pop motherfuckers. We started out for fun. It was all fun and
It
games.
was all just chill.
And then motherfuckers started getting on their aim. They could hit you in the eye from across the room and shit. And that's when motherfuckers was like, hey, yo, y'all fucking tripping. Hey, because I was kind of playing with Benny. Once motherfuckers started for real causing pain is when I started cutting shit out. I don't do well with pain. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. So anyway, motherfuckers started upgrading with the aim, shooting all types of shit, 24/7. Motherfuckers who wasn't even in the war started getting hit. We had crossfire in that bitch. So that's when somebody, I don't know who the fuck did this. Somebody would fold up paper thick enough and create the little V and use it as a catapult.
Oh.
And that started a whole new fucking thing because motherfuckers started folding that shit a little bit too precise.
See,
And that shit was like bullets. There was fucking paper, fucking footballs, whatever you want to call them. There's ammo all over the floor, all over the school for like fucking 3 to 4 months. And one dude he was light skinned. He got fucking hit on his arm. And this shit swelled up. Because motherfucker. Aim
my
and
God.
fucking paper.
I'm telling.
Insane. So yeah, it got to the point where it was just like, yeah, if we catch you with that shit, you're getting suspended instantly because that shit was getting dangerous.
Oh my.
It's crazy how like small like school shit. It's like actually mirrors war. Like,
Oh
like it's like they
Because
started.
I was scared to go to school, dude.
Like,
I was
Bro,
terrified.
they started making advances in
Yeah,
technology,
yeah,
bro.
literally.
Yes, nigga, start seeing shit you ain't never seen before.
Even with yours, how it was like you with that guy, and like it's like this inner politics and shit with it. It's like it's
Like
crazy.
that was a last minute decision. That was a fight or flight decision. If you said no, if you said yeah, you would have been dead because your cousins obviously wasn't ready. If they couldn't catch you, they obviously wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to. You was like a survivalist right there in the moment.
Please.
You had to do that.
I don't know what oh my God, another fucking crazy school story. And I swear to God, one day I will have my mother on the podcast or my father, and they will confirm these
Oh,
stories.
so now you're cool with having your dad on the podcast?
As long as we don't have him talk about his fucking TikTok, then we're
Okay,
fine.
okay.
But so one time, back in school in Chicago, right? Back at the start of the school year, they would send home this note to the parents, basically asking, "Hey, if your kid acts up, can we like beat your kids? Can we like whoop your kids
Yeah.
in the bathroom?" Right?
In the bathroom. That don't even sound right, shit. But alright.
Well, they don't just whoop our ass in front of the whole
But
class.
I mean, obviously, yeah, I know. I remember schools. People used to talk about schools beating them and shit.
Yeah. So everything cool, right? No, I'm a chill, I'm a cool boy, and they was like always, don't get too loud at lunch or we pop you. They got this ruler, they hold your hand out, you get popped. So I'm chilling, I'm not talking at all, right? Cause I never get popped. I'm a good little boy.
Exact opposite of now. Bro talks so loud, but go on.
So just like usual, right? I'm walking, and it's a line of motherfuckers getting popped. And I'm about to walk past, and they're like, "Yo, where you going?" And they pop me, and right behind me is my god brother. My god brother, and my god brother Jalen, and I'm fuming. I'm like, I can't believe that bitch. I ain't saying a damn thing. I can't believe that motherfucking bitch. And then my god brother say, "Bro, we should beat her ass." Wait.
It's always ending with somebody fucking getting their ass whooped. Like,
Bro.
damn.
Bro, and I was like, you right. So like, the way it worked was, imagine like it was that setup, right? The piano was actually just not a piano, but like a desk or whatever, and it's right in front of the front door. So I hide right there, right? And my step bro,
plotting.
my god brother, he hides on the other side of the door. So she comes in, and then my he just tackles her ass. She doesn't fall or anything, right? But she's like distracted. Her back is facing me. So I jump on her back and I just start hitting her ass. Get her ass.
We were psychopaths as kids. Like it just gets
That
worse
kinda
and worse.
just reminded me of something. That was so funny.
Oh fuck.
That's insane.
I like how in episode 1 we have that clip of Chris being like, "I vandalized her door when she died," and we're like, "He's a villain." And now look at us. All we've done is say villainous things.
Insane. I remember there was a fight in the locker room in my old school one time, and there's this fucking kid climbing on top of the lockers, just like crawling, watching from the top.
Didn't
Like
some-
these dudes are full on fucking beating the shit out of each other, and he's got this random ass kid just looking, just walking on top, crawling on top of fucking lockers. Funny as shit.
Oh my god.
Didn't someone in either elementary? I feel like it was elementary. 'Cause I feel like I'm not elementary, middle school. Sorry. Where in the locker rooms, dude just kept like roping other guys, and he was just and like he kept pretending it was the funniest thing in the world, and everyone got mad at him, so they all just like beat him up and then got him suspended.
What?
I swear.
That's crazy.
That was. I feel like that was a real thing. Because I feel like I even remember being there, like I was just like doing something, and someone grabbed my ass, and I was like, "Bro, come on!" And then bro got whooped, and then suspended, and I was like, "You deserve that, you fucking dickhead."
Oh shit!
You know,
What?
it's so crazy, man. My bad. Go ahead.
No. I was surprised at what the fuck he was saying. Keep going.
My middle school, compared to y'all, my middle school was so insane. It was just like elementary school people used to shit in the urinals. People used to do that. So you would play Russian roulette going into a fucking bathroom because you don't know if you finna look over and see a big ass turd.
Oh my God.
Regular water or regular piss. But anyway, they started some game, man, in middle school. This game was fucking terrible where they would fart in your face.
Oh,
The name of the game would be farting in your face. So sometimes
Very creative.
They started hitting motherfuckers who wasn't even playing. It started with like 3 motherfuckers, and then it started kind of upgrading because some dudes wanted revenge, obviously. So now you roped into the game. But then they started hitting like the women, the females, the girls. I'm saying women, the girls,
The
and shit
women.
in class.
The
You know
women and
girls ain't
children.
playing that shit. Y'all know girls ain't playing that shit. They hitting their ass like damn. But anyway, it got to a point where they would grab a motherfucker's head real quick and just and do that.
Oh no.
And I told them from the moment they started
We
that
was
weird ass
swinging,
shit,
bro.
I would fight anybody
We
who's doing that.
swinging.
That is not something you fucking do.
I used to
man.
have so much dumb pride.
Middle school was insane.
I used to have so much dumb pride in
do
like
too, man.
middle school, bro.
Yeah.
You remember what the fuck is the Michael Jordans when somebody would like just
Slap
Oh,
your
yeah.
head.
right. So, what the I think his name was Devin. You niggas know Devin?
That sounds familiar.
Black dude. He used to be real short, but he kind of average height now. So fucking we in Mr. Schroll class, right? And they doing that shit. And one of them come up to me, and I'm like, I ain't playing. Don't do that to me, right? And then I'm facing towards the door because we used to line up to get the fuck out of Mr. Schroll class because that nigga used to make us do child labor. And my niggas used to be tired. I'm trying to go. I'm thirsty, bro. So, bro, I think I hear, I forgot the fuck his name is, but he plays basketball or something. I think I hear his ass being like, "Dare you won't do it." And I'm like, "Don't do it, dog. Don't do it." I don't say nothing. I just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He like, I bet. The bell rings. The door opens. He does it. And runs. I chase after this nigga. I grab him by the back of his shirt, and I start swinging. Right, I fucking it's kind of gone now. But I pin him against the wall, and I start like hitting. I'm missing. I hit the wall, bro, and I scrape off my skin on my knuckles.
Damn. Bro is furious.
And I'm still hitting his ass, mom. Blood on my fucking skin. Cause I just don't know why the fuck I was so angry for everything.
I feel like in middle school there were so many fucking trends like that though, like so
215,
many.
Michael Jordans.
What are those?
What are those, bro?
With what are those? I remember. You know how?
What the fuck was this? What the
I don't
fuck
even
was
know.
this?
I don't even know what that's called, but
To this day.
you remember the
I just remember you never look down, nigga. You look
No.
down, that's over.
was-
That's PTSD we got too.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers- Hey, people think we don't be having PTSD. We have PTSD from that. Motherfucker come up and do this. I'm like, what the fuck?
no.
I'm ready to shoot something like, cause you, my man. Dude, you got
shit,
that.
bro.
And then we had the one game. I don't know if y'all had it. You draw an X on somebody's hand, they gotta go slap somebody's hand. I mean, somebody's ass. Man, PTSD like a motherfucker from that. Cause you start getting your ass, you just get your ass touched out of nowhere.
yeah.
It's not fun. It's not a fun game.
Oh
at all.
my
You
god!
Stop
remember-
playing with me.
You remember how fucking crowded the hallways would get in middle school?
Yeah.
So I remember I was going down like the one that got crowded the most, where it was like you're shoulder to shoulder with people, and I saw I don't know why I just turned around for some reason. I think I like heard someone mention my name, and I turn around and I see this specific kid. I don't even remember his name, but I think he ended up being on like the football team in high school or basketball team or the other. But that's not very specific.
Okay.
But he was like a pretty scrawny dude, and he was pretty short, so that's why I want to say like not basketball. But I remember I saw him, and immediately it was like all the synapses in my brain started firing. I was like, he's gonna what are those me? I was like, I could feel it. So I started trying to move faster. I'm like, go. I turn around. He is pushing people over,
God
wading
damn.
through these people, and I'm like, come on, please, please, please. All of a sudden, I'm standing next to my friends. He's like pushing until he's over. It's like slow motion.
Self-realization.
What are those? And I was just mad. I was like, you fucking kidding me?
No, bro. Oh my god.
Man.
I used to. What the fuck? I don't even know what. I couldn't even describe them if like you would tell me. But I used to get so mad because one day I came to school and they were like, "Boy, why you wearing some FUBUs?"
We was ruthless, man.
I don't even know what FUBUs was. I was like, "Mama, why you give me some FUBUs?" She's like, "The fuck is that?" I was like, "That's my shoes."
Mad as hell. I had fucking, oh my gosh, bro. My school made this thing you couldn't wear tennis shoes. And tennis shoes are like the main shoes, Nikes, Jordans, and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they could only be black. My mom took it too literally. I could have got a pair of black Air Forces, it'd been fine. I got a pair of DC. Y'all don't even know what DC is. DC.
I
The
have no
fucking-
clue.
You gotta give me a picture, dog.
These
I
ba-
ain't even heard of these motherfuckers.
They're about to be the most.
Man.
Oh my
I'm trying to
god,
see.
your whole day ruined.
Damn.
What are
It
those?
wasn't these
Oh, shit.
specifically, but it was that brand.
Oh, that brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, worst fucking, I want to say 3-4 months of my life. Them motherfuckers was like DC versus Marvel. They was on my ass.
Oh no.
I had these weak ass DC, and they said DC. They had big ass circle that said DC, and these niggas was on my ass every day. They was like, hey,
my
what kind of shoes is those? Marvel? Like, damn, bro.
Oh,
Who you think you are, a Joker? They was saying all types of DC ass jokes.
Oh my god, and it
It was
never.
like,
It
man,
felt like.
the one that fucked me up was like, oh, he think he the president. Washington D.C. had us. I was just like, oh my god, bro. They was on my ass, bro.
I feel like when
mad.
you in that position, I don't know, like as a kid, you can't unless they wearing some equally fucked up shoes. You speechless.
Everybody
You
had
speechless.
because everybody broke the rules, but here go my mom. Stick by the rules.
And it's never just one too, cause I feel like motherfuckers always join in. It was never just one of those. It was one nigga that said one of those, and it's a random ass motherfucker. What are those?
They would not even know each other, but they'd be like, "This is my chance," and then like capitalize on it.
Oh my god, dog.
Crazy.
Jesus Christ. Alright, man. I don't even know how much we would have to heavily edit this episode, I feel like.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, what stories or is there anything you said you're uncomfortable with sharing?
I mean, as long as we're all 100% open about it, I'll be 100% open about my shit too.
I think I'm
I don't
okay.
want to put me fucking pushing a nigga. Nah, that one pretty alright. No, that's kind of normal.
Because like we were kids.
I feel like mine wasn't as bad. You drew blood. You drew blood.
I psychologically damaged a guy, so I mean, in middle school, so I feel like mine was
Alright.
kind of bad, but I'll keep mine.
We could wait for the next one.
Okay.
That's
One
a more in-depth one.
one last like fucked up kid shit I did.
Okay.
So one day, right, I'm at my uncle and auntie house. They got their own dog, right? They got their own dog.
Your
And-
aunt and a dog in the same story already does not bode well, but go on.
No. This one doesn't have like a bad ending. All right. They got their own dog. So I'm chilling outside with the dog, right? And then one day my mother comes out, and then she says, "Hey, yo, look, yo, uncle got a BB gun."
Right. Oh, no.
I'm like, "Yo, that's cool." It got a laser sight, everything. So I grabbed the gun, right? She leaves because I used to stay at their house every summer until I stopped for obvious reasons. I think it was this summer.
Okay.
I think it was this summer where I was like, or they were like, and I was like, maybe we don't make this an every summer thing no more.
Yeah.
Because the last dog thing happened the previous summer. So this is their dog, right?
2 for 2 shit.
And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And thank God, but I start shooting it. I start shooting the gun around the dog. The dog's like, because it's a loud noise. He start like running away, scurrying and shit, right?
Of course.
But like, it's a gated in area. And so I'm like chasing the dog.
You should have got tested again. Like that's.
That one you might have to cut out.
Like that one just.
Chasing the dog. I love animals. I do. I love animals. We have 3 cats here. 2 of them we had before. 1 we picked up off the streets. All of them are okay.
For how long?
All of them are okay. We take care of them. I just didn't know better back then.
Insane.
But I start shooting around the dog. I'm chasing the dog. I'm laughing. And my uncle, he comes out, right? And he's just enraged. And he snatches him out my hand, like pushes me. And again, I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? And he just goes inside. He doesn't say a word to me. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
At that point, he probably went inside, talked to his wife, and was like, first our other dog, and now this. Like, this is something ain't right. It was like something is very wrong with this child. Like,
you needed to sit down or somebody to talk to you about morals, man, because there was no way you was out here doing shit like this. And you just had no idea it was wrong. Like, man, that shit's insane. You were fucking chasing a dog with a BB gun. Even I knew that shit was crazy. And I was burning.
Oh wait, fuck! I forgot to tell you, it was a real gun. That was the kicker of the story. Fuck.
Excuse me?
You were shooting like real bullets?
You just casually what?
Because I was wondering how a BB gun is loud enough to scare dogs, and I was like, what the fuck? So no police.
What kind of gun? What kind of gun?
They just heard like 30 shots go off.
I think it was just. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think it was just a Glock. It was small. I held it with 2 hands. I was running.
How did you get your hands on a fucking gun?
My mama gave it to me. Remember? She was like, "Your uncle got a BB gun."
That's
have a word with your mother.
crazy. You know what? What happened was the dog like pissed on your mom's shoes when she came over, and she had like master plan. She was like, he's already killed 1 dog. Let me give him a gun and see.
God, bro.
I actually have a dog story. It's not really so well. It's
Did
about.
you kill a dog too?
No, what you mean? Oh no, never mind. I was like, what you mean 2? And then I remember.
Yeah, he said 2. I was like, you're a little too open with that one.
Yeah, hold on. So this story is only about me. This story is only about me by proxy because it was something I witnessed. So Dylan, the one I was telling you about earlier, he had a dog named Stubbs.
Okay.
Now Stubbs was a bulldog and the horniest bulldog ever. If Stubbs got a chance, it would hump anything. And as kids, we thought that was funny. It was like, the dog's humping things, right?
Bubble.
That went the whole wrong direction.
They still get it. I need that water, thank you.
So one day,
Please, thank you.
we were talking to one of Dylan's friends, and because my friendship with Dylan was weird,
That's fine. It's nice.
because we hated each other, but also sometimes we were friends. If ever he wasn't picking on someone, I liked him. And so there was this one time where his friends came over and was just like, yeah, my dog always like my dog's crazy. It's always humping things, and they didn't believe him. And I was just like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
So the next day, I'm not even hanging out with him. I'm taking my dog out to use the bathroom, and I look over and I see Dylan and his friends. Dylan drops his pants, wholly drops his pants, bends over, and goes, "Stubby," and I'm just like, watching this unfold as my dog is taking a piss, and and the funny part is, despite how horny this dog always was humping anything, it completely avoided him in this situation. So I'm looking at his friends just being like, he just embarrassed the fuck out of himself. And like, to this day, I think about that, like, you fucking clown. You just tried to get your dog to fuck here in front of your friends, and it didn't even do it.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I'm not saying last names, because that, I'm hoping that guy is not as weird. So, hopefully, he shouldn't deserve to be called out.
I
But
texted my mother, my father, my uncle, because I want proof. I don't want you guys to think I'm here over exaggerating.
Nobody doesn't.
I believe you.